This video is going to go over if you should be going open source. It's going to be taking opinions from other different founders. So this article comes from Indie Hackers. It's written by James Fleischman. I'll leave a link in the description below for the full article. And so just about everyone likes open source software, but few founders choose to build it. And so he did some digging to find out whether it was actually a good option. And so he took different opinions from Mark Zarek of Plausible, Richie McClory of Reflio. We also have Andrea from PDF Scam, Baserow, and Biodrop. In terms of why you should go open source, let's go over some of these responses. So according to Marco, they are open source to be transparent as possible and to give people more control over their data. They're a privacy first market, so working on an open source product is a way for them to build trust with their audience. Just quickly as well, Plausible is an easy to use analytics privacy friendly Google Analytics alternative. And so this trust and transparency aspect of open source also means that building a passionate audience may be a bit easier than in the case of closed source software. So a lot of people who are into open source software and they're really passionate about it. They've even had some people contribute code and improve Plausible for everyone. From Richie, they say that open source software is magic. You're opening up your product to a wider audience, and if you nurture that audience properly, you can create a thriving community of contributors and people that naturally become strong advocates of your product. In terms of addressing some of the objections, is that open source monetization is super difficult. So from Andrea, so they tried monetizing with donations, paid installers, website ads, and it was a very frustrating experience because the user base was huge and they couldn't make decent revenue. So they found the balance with two premium versions sitting next to a free open source version. So with Plausible, they tried doing donations as well. So what they do is they have a hosted version of the product where people are going to pay Plausible for this service. Alternatively, you can host it for yourself for free, but they've hit over 2 million in ARR with their hosted service. For Biodrop, they implemented a freemium model, and so there's also a free tier, but there's also a premium tier for those who want more features. In terms of an objection of getting your code stolen or jacked by another company, if we take a look at the response from Eddie from Biodrop, they said it's important to remember that behind any project, and particularly a startup, is that there are so many other elements other than just the code. There's a design, hosting, bug fixing, support tickets, and the list is endless, so you are more than just your code as a product and company. In terms on deciding, you should be very clear on why your product needs to be open source. So from Andrea, the advice from them is that you really need to think about why. Why open source? If it's because you believe OSS is in philosophy and you are a follower of that philosophy, then go for it. It's very fulfilling and you feel like one of the good guys sharing knowledge and enabling others to do things with your project, library, and software. You can also be part of the community with similar views. If you are not 100% convinced, then it may become a source of frustration. It's very hard to find a way to squeeze money out of it. Many users don't even know what OSS is. They just see free stuff and that's a bit depressing. Moreover, many users still feel like they are customers, and so they're going to be commenting and messaging you for support. Definitely some cool considerations on why you should be open sourcing as an indie hacker. If you've gotten this far in the video, I'm sure you want to start and build your own SaaS or micro SaaS. There's a link in the description below where you can get sneaky micro SaaS ideas you can steal for free. All you need to do is enter in your email. So again, there's a link in the description below with free SaaS ideas. This concludes the video here. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, smash that like and subscribe button below. If you have any questions, leave a comment. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.